Hello, beloved Atlantic reader, and thank you so much for clicking through. James Parker here, and this month in the mag I take a rather haughty and disdainful view of the mega popular British show Downton Abbey, neglecting to mention, because I think it might have punctured the surface tension of my piece, that I really enjoyed the first season of this show, most of which I watched in bed on my iPod. So iPod in one hand, a glass of whiskey in the other, Downton Abbey on the tiny screen, heaped blankets. I'm sure you're savouring that portrait of moral collapse. What we're looking at here is a scene from season 2, upon which the consensus, I think, is that the plotting went a bit haywire and the dish ran away with a spoon. At any rate, this is cousin Matthew, freshly returned from the trenches with a spot of spinal bruising, and in a sort of heroically self-denying way, he's telling Mary, the love of his life, to marry the other bloke. You'll note the stately pace of the camera as it pans with supreme complacency around the lovely grounds, and the strange sepulchral way that Mary has of talking, and the heartrending strings, and the full-on melodrama of the situation.
I thought for a moment that I was an argument against your marriage. I should jump into the nearest river.
And how would you manage that without my help?
Well, I'd get you to push me. But seriously, I can only relax because I know that you have a real life coming. If I ever thought I was putting that in jeopardy, I'd go away and never see you again.
You don't mean that.
But I do. I have nothing to give and nothing to share. If you were not engaged to be married, I wouldn't let you anywhere near me.
Now, if you're an expert like me, your mind has already sprung nimbly from these manicured lawns to perhaps the cinema's most harrowing depiction of wheelchair pathos. I refer, of course, to the whip scene from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Steve Martin and Michael Caine play rival con men competing for the riches of a naive young heiress. And in this scene, Steve Martin's character is pretending to be a naval officer who's lost the use of his legs due to psychological trauma, and Michael Caine's character has outflanked him completely by entering the scene as the eminent psychiatrist Dr. Emil Schaffhausen, famous around the world for his drastic treatments.
Tell me if you feel this. Tiggle, tiggle, tiggle. No. No. We must try something else. Something a little more stringent.
Okay then, time for me to run outside and play croquet while the butler re-alphabetises my DVD collection. Thank you for listening, keep reading The Atlantic, and I'll see you next time.